Hello, my sewing friends. This is Friday Sews. I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room, and I am really happy that you stopped by. Welcome. This is Friday Sews, when I talk about everything I did last week with regard to sewing and what I'm doing this weekend, and that's pretty much it, because next Friday I'll talk about everything I did the previous week. So anyway, let me tell you about what I'm sewing right now and ask you a couple of questions where I would love to hear your opinions. Okay, I'm working on McCalls 3400, and it's another nightgown. I like cotton-ish nightgowns. I know I could go to like Goodwill, and I have done this, where I go and find a thrifted, like a knit dress, a maxi dress, and just wear that as a nightgown. But I don't want to do that. I don't know. I don't like those fabrics. I like cottonish sort of fabrics. This is an old sheet that I thrifted, of course. And this pattern calls for lace insets and then a faux button front, which I really like. You just basically pull a pleat and sew that down the front, and that becomes your faux placket. Well, here is what I've done so far. I like that you can see through the lace, and I got the lace at Hobby Lobby yesterday. It's just a basic, lace. And it's supposed to be an inch and a half wide. This is only an inch wide. My options were limited with regard to Hobby Lobby. And you know what? I just didn't want to have to drive to Joann's or look at Walmart. No. So I just went with it, and it works fine. So my question is, this is a faux front placket. So it looks like it buttons down the front, but it doesn't. So what do you think? Should I top stitch that down, the edges of that faux placket? What do you think? I mean, I've already sewn the buttons on, but that's easy. I can take those off and sew them on again. So that's the first question. Should I top stitch that faux placket? Yes or no? The other question is this. I inadvertently cut two of these. I think it was because I had to cut two of the back pieces because it's kind of a wrap back. And so you have to finish the top edge of the wrap. So anyway, those call for a lining. Well, I cut two of the bodice thinking, oh, I'll just line that. But I don't know. I kind of like the fact that you can see through it without the lining. See, let me show you. Here is, whoops, that's without the lining. And then this is with the lining. Get a hold of this. There we go. So you can't see through it, and it does give some more weight to the fabric, so that when I do the binding around the top, around the neckline and the armholes, I'd be able to, it would be more stable. I guess maybe that's what I want to say. If I line it, I could actually finish those armhole and neckline edges without doing that. So, I don't know. No binding, line it or not line it. And top stitch the front placket, faux placket, or not. Let me know what you think. I do have some other things that I want to show you. This table is a complete disastrous mess. And I can't work in a mess, but I know that I'm going to deal with this mess here probably shortly. I have some fabric here that I want to show you. Some of it I bought when I was gone last week. I was out of town. Some of it I ordered, but I didn't want to show you yet because I had to order elastic with it. And I didn't get it until yesterday. It had to come from China, and I ordered it like 3-4 weeks ago, and I was starting to wonder, is that stuff ever going to come? I got it on Etsy, came from China, takes forever. And then I have some fabric that I want to show you that is part of a collaboration between me and Sharon of Sharon Sews. Last week when I was gone, the only sewing kind of related thing that I did was go with my mom to a home dec fabric store that was in a little town that's kind of turned itself into an antique kind of town, lots of quilt shops and antique shops and that kind of thing. Well, we found it online and thought we'd go ahead and just give it a try because she is covering 10 dining room chairs. She wants new seat cushions. And so it was really fun to walk around because I got to play designer, and I actually have a degree in design. So, you know, my mom trusts me. And so it was really fun to say, okay, well, this will push you out of your comfort zone. Here's a pop of color. This is more traditional. You know, just give her lots of options, which is the part of designing that I really love, because then you can come up with a design once you know what they want. Yeah. The only other thing she and I did was go thrifting, and I got this maxi dress, which is really a nice knit. It's like a cotton knit that is probably, it's got some lycra in it, but it's got some weight. Now, it's a maxi dress, so that's probably why. Oops, is that, yeah. I tied it in the front because it's too big, and I'm gonna have to take in the armholes, and I wanna cut it off to make it shorter. And the reason I want to cut it off, I might have left it long if I didn't have this idea. It came with this little jacket. So it's a little short jacket. This is very 80s, 90s. It has crochet lace on it. And what I thought I would do is take the stuff I cut off, the part I cut off, and add some length to this jacket. I don't know. I think that might kind of work. This is just something to put on and just kick around in. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I maybe will do that this weekend, because this nightgown I think I'm gonna finish probably later today on Friday. So anyway, I have lots of stuff to show you in another video, like a fabric haul video. And then maybe I'll have this done. So I'll have a makes video to show you. It's good stuff coming up. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. So that's really it for Friday Sews. That's, you know, what I did last week and this weekend. And of course, as always, I would love to know what you're doing. I love hearing always about what you're doing, you know, whether it's quilting or home deck sewing or garment sewing. I love hearing about all the indie patterns that you guys are trying. Some of those have been the ginger jeans, and I think one was the Celeste dress, and several others that I hadn't heard of, but that I certainly look up every time you mention them, and I think, So, yeah, there's that. Let me know what you're doing, and I think that's it for now for me. So have an incredible weekend. Tell me all about it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.